students, staff, family members, and loved ones. Welcome to the 50th annual Coronado High School graduation ceremony. Although this is the 50th, it is a first of its kind and is historically unique for obvious reasons. Having said that, my message and excitement around our graduating students, accomplishments, and successes is no different than any other year. The 2019-2020 school year was off to one of the very best overall starts in my career with a talented group of students. Our fall sports teams had an historic finish with both girls and boys cross country, softball, and volleyball all competing in the state tournament. The fall musical, Cinderella, was one of the best examples of teamwork, resulting in one of the most amazing performances that I've seen in a long time. Our girls basketball team competed in the state tournament, and Angel Flores won a state championship in wrestling shortly before we all went home for the year. And so spring at Coronado was going to be an exciting time with robotics, with our sports, with all our performing arts competitions, and yet here we are with these missed opportunities. I really miss seeing students and staff on a daily basis. I miss the spring concerts and competitions that bring the best out of all of us. Now, having said this, I can honestly say that I've learned a lot during this time. I've learned some valuable lessons, one of which is don't take any of these daily interactions, competitions, or fun times for granted. Enjoy and cherish every moment. The class of 2020 will go down in history here at Coronado and across the nation as the class that left a few things on the table and didn't get the opportunity to finish in a traditional environment. But here's what you've done for us during this time. You have set the stage for this generation on how to persevere in trying times. You have been the beginning of something that will most likely continue a bit longer. Moving forward, you will need to be even more creative and think even more outside the box. Our hope is that you all continue to grow and adapt in this new environment. After all, this is just the beginning, and we are confident that you will continue to demonstrate diligence and work ethic. Thank you for being pioneers and leaving this legacy for us to follow, and I hope we all can find some form of a silver lining through all of this. And again, for me, it is don't take any opportunities, fun times, or other moments for granted because there are no guarantees that we get another chance. Finally, I'd like to take a moment to recognize our retiring staff members, Mrs. Sandra Holmes, our French teacher, and our counselor, Miss Sheila Cooper. Thank you both for your professionalism, commitment to students and staff, and your unwavering dedication to Coronado and the Westside community. Your expertise and knowledge of our school will be greatly missed.
Hi, welcome friends, family, faculty, and of course, the class of 2020. This is literally so crazy. I feel like I am starting a YouTube video or something like, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we are going to be giving a graduation speech. But regardless of how this has all turned out, I'm so excited to be here with you all experiencing this life-changing milestone together. I've had a very unconventional high school experience. For the last 4 years, I have left school after 5th period to go to gymnastics practice, training around 30 hours a week. Between gymnastics, school, and trying to maintain a social life, I've had very little time on my hands, teaching me to really use up every single second, and I've learned to take advantage of every opportunity that I've been given. At the beginning of March, I was given the chance to compete internationally for the first time in Montreal. While there, I experienced so much beyond gymnastics. I truly embraced the culture of the city, learning about the different people and their unique language. At the meet, I competed on a podium for the first time, surrounded by gymnasts from all over the world. But my favorite part was talking to this group of Canadian girls. They told me that apparently Canadians don't actually use A as much as Americans seem to think that they do, and the difference is in the way that we compete. That day, I had a very average meet, but I can truly say I ended my high school gymnastics career with no regrets because I experienced everything I could in that final meet. While my favorite moments have come from the relationships I've built and the progression I've made as an athlete, the most important moments have come from the times that I've crashed. And I mean literally crashed. The amount of times I have landed on my head, it is a miracle that I am sitting here giving this speech to you right now. I have learned to use those moments as something positive and see them as an opportunity to grow and also to laugh at. There were a lot of things we took for granted this year, not realizing that we would never get to experience them. For some, not getting to walk on the field for the last time, never performing that play that was worked so hard on, or not going to that final robotics competition. Going to senior prom and walking across the stage at graduation are events we've looked forward to our entire lives. Instead of getting ready for prom, I spent that weekend trying to walk my cats on a leash, attempting to juggle, very unsuccessfully, and whitening my teeth. Can you tell? Although this is not how we wanted the last few months of our senior year to go, I feel like it has reminded us of the importance of seizing every moment. After this is over, it is more important than ever to take advantage of every opportunity because it's now clear it can be taken away from us at any second. I encourage you to find the good and the bad, to say yes to more things you wouldn't normally, and to step outside your comfort zone. While it feels like so much was taken away from the class of 2020, we have been given a new perspective, moving forward through our lives with a newfound desire to truly experience everything life has to offer. So just go for it. When you find a shirt you're in love with, buy it. When you like someone, ask them out. When you're invited on an adventure, go. When you're given a life-changing job, take it. When you're given the opportunity to travel and to see the world, explore. Our class, having had these life-changing experiences taken away from us, will understand more than any other the importance of taking action. This time stuck in our houses has given us a greater appreciation for our friends and family and how easy it is to take things like that for granted. So often we push things off saying, I'll do it next weekend or I'll hang out with them later. But now we can learn to be more proactive. Now is the time to give back, to volunteer at a homeless shelter, or to take care of our environment. Choose a cause meaningful to you. This is your opportunity to take life by the horns and make it exactly what you want. Coronado has been a place for us to grow up over the last 4 years. This school has allowed us to create our own paths, and I am forever grateful to Coronado for giving me the opportunity to receive an education while also pursuing a gymnastics career. On behalf of the class of 2020, I want to thank the amazing teachers and faculty, our families, and all of our friends we have made along the way for supporting us and allowing us to become inspiration for others who will continue to contribute, lead, and shape the future generations to come. The class of 2020 will go down in history, so have fun and make the most of it.
Go, Good afternoon, students, teachers, staff, families, and esteemed guests. How are y'all doing today? What a wild ride this year has been. With the massive amount of snow days, the beginning of a new decade, many of us voting and driving for the first time, though some of us better than others. It was an exciting year long before March. We are graduating into a shaken world. Before COVID-19, we struggled with political turmoil, civil unrest, and a deep-seated discontent our country was beginning to drown in. It seems the only positive to come from this experience is us. We have lost so much, milestones every other graduating class will enjoy. We will not. We will not have senior prom, or a senior barbecue, or a senior skip day or senior prank. We've lost time with our friends, a sense of normalcy, and perhaps even a sense of security. But here we are, graduating despite everything the world has thrown at us. We have won. Our diplomas are not just our success in high school, they are proof of our tenacity and our strength. With what we have already accomplished, what can stand in our way? So, if there's one positive from this pandemic, let it be us. Let us be the light at the end of the tunnel. Events like the school walkout our sophomore year prove we already fight for what we believe in. With groups like Cougar TV spreading joy and Cougars Care focusing on helping others, we are already changing the tides of our society to make a better, kinder world. Our actions are already defining the future we want to live in. The world is shattered from what we have experienced. Let us rebuild it better, stronger, kinder. Let us ensure our representatives embody our vision for the future by voting. Let us take an active stance in the national discussion to ensure our voices are heard. Let us make decisions for our country by voting for who we believe in and always voting. Let us combat civil unrest with understanding and compromise. We will not always agree with our neighbor, but let us care for them all the same. Let us seek to understand before we shout our opinion. Let us be compassionate in our actions and our words. With all the chaos in our nation, let us remember to be kind. We can no longer afford to be apathetic to the problems our world faces. But the only way to find the best solution is through discussion, through working together instead of against each other. We cannot continue to bicker as we have been. We've been given an amazing opportunity. It is our time to become decision makers, and we are prepared to do it. We are equipped with our knowledge, our passion, and our ability to learn. Let us be courageous. Let us fight for those who cannot fight for themselves. Let us be kind and seek justice. We have been given this sacred opportunity to impact our world. Let's not waste it. Our legacy will not be the challenges we have faced, but what we have accomplished despite them. It is our chance. It is our time. Let's go, Cougars.
Good afternoon. I am honored to have been selected to speak to the 2020 graduating class at Coronado High School this year. I read somewhere recently that most people only journal when they are sad. What a loss. I think we should write down all the events, encounters, and conversations that make us happy every day. If you do the math, and I did, the last 6 weeks have only made up about 5% of your high school experience. And those weeks are not what we should remember about the class of 2020. There's so much more. Wasn't it memorable when you walked in the gym for the first time as freshmen 4 years ago? But even more memorable, at least to me, when you or many of you became link leaders yourself and welcomed in this year's freshman class. I will remember watching plays, being a part of Urinetown, and attending concerts by our choirs, orchestra, and bands. You are the students who have been rated superior as thespians, won contests with your art, and made All-State Choir and Western Slope Honor Choir. You've received superior ratings at orchestra and band competitions. You have a lot to be proud of and a lot to remember. The students of this class have created and led clubs and organizations such as the Black Student Union, Ping Pong, and Cougar Chaos. Many of you have spent long hours on the robotics team, building camaraderie and many excellent robots. It was fun watching some of you play ultimate frisbee and men's volleyball for the first time. Most of you here either attended or participated in some athletic event over your 4 years at Coronado. Do you remember the football game this year where Coronado scored 41 points, 21 of those in about 15 minutes? That was memorable. Some of our teams advanced to state competition and did well. I was able to be present at the state wrestling tournament where several of our seniors finished strong and one finished a champion. I will remember hammocking over the summer with student council and the summer leadership conference. They should remember the hours they spent planning and following through with many school events. Those of you who have helped Cougar Cares over the years should be proud of the food, clothing, and school supplies that have been donated to many in our community. Avid students have always had a blast and should remember the Denver Nugget game field trips and the field trip we took to 3 different college campuses in one trip. 3.7 million seniors are going to graduate this year in the United States, but each one of you has created your own unique experiences and memories right here at Coronado High School. This is what we want to remember. Write them down before you forget. All the good times you had in the classroom, on stage, in the halls, on the courts, or at a dance. Your graduation is a milestone in your life. Up to this point, most of your time has been spent under the care and guidance of your parents or guardians. The next stage will bring many important decisions that you will need to make on your own. What will you do next? Go to college? Trade school? Just start work? Start a family? Travel? Volunteer? Some of you are ready to fly. Some of you were ready to fly at the beginning of this school year. You are prepared and are ready for the next step. Others of you might need a little coaxing to leave the nest. You all have the potential to be leaders, create change, excel in your chosen profession. I have 4 suggestions I hope will help you along the way. Number 1, set goals. If you write it down, it will happen. I believe you can reach any goal you want to attain. Dream big. There is not one path. There will be forks in the road. There will be failures. Just keep going. Number 2, whatever you surround yourself, you will absorb. So surround yourself with people, things, and environments that will push you to grow and learn. You need education and training, but you also need experience and to take risks. When you have education and experience, you will become a force of nature. Number 3, life is what happens every minute of every day while you're striving to reach your goals. So remember to be happy along the way. If you're not, change your goals. Number 4, it is not what you know, It is who you know. My avid students have heard that one before. Remember the people who have helped you along your path. Parents, teachers, counselors, coaches. Reach back for help if you need it. But do not be afraid to make new friends and find new mentors. Keep up the good work, Coronado seniors, and many more great opportunities will come your way. As you graduate from high school today, I wish you a successful future. Thanks again for the privilege of allowing me to speak. You will be missed.
Hello everyone, my name is Michael Thomas and I'm the superintendent with Colorado Springs School District 11. I want to thank Principal Mr. Darren Smith and all of the staff at Coronado High School for the amazing work that you have done in preparing the phenomenal class of 2020 here at Coronado High School. This class is very special for so many reasons, but mainly you all are accomplishing great things during a time in our world that every single one of us have been pushed outside of our comfort zone. And what you have demonstrated here as a class is that irrespective of not being physically with your peers, with our staff, and with your families, you know in your hearts that you have accomplished greatness, and that's something you need to be proud of. We hope that in the months to come that we will have an opportunity to convene in a more traditional physical manner to recognize your great accomplishments here at Coronado. I know many of you are fully prepared to go off to college, to start your career, go into the military, or whatever success is in your life. And for that, we are so proud of everything that you will be doing in the years to come. Again, I want to say thank you for all that you have done. I officially accept the graduating class of 2020 here at Coronado High School, and I will be turning it over to our board secretary, Mr. Jim Mason, who will officially confer the amazing graduates of 2020 at Coronado High School. Go Cougars!
Hello, District 11 families, staff, and graduates. Congratulations, class of 2020. I consider it a privilege and honor to have this opportunity to speak with you. As you know, the Board of Education and District 11 Executive Leadership Team have received a great deal of correspondence regarding this year's graduation format. We have clearly heard you. In fact, the challenges we are all sharing at this moment, managing and adjusting to the current coronavirus pandemic, provide the idea for my brief remarks today. I think the perfect watchword to describe the past 3 months is adversity. Adversity is defined by Mr. Webster as a state or instance of serious or continued difficulty or misfortune. Well, life is the essence of adversity because life demands you face, sooner or later, a struggle, be dealt a challenge, or forced to navigate an obstacle, all of which are outside your control. No one is immune, regardless of age, race, gender, or social economic standing. It is a rite of passage. Confronting and managing adversity is a part of life. Each of us must and will experience adversity. As you have heard and read often, one's greatest strength, your courage, grace, and perseverance will ultimately come from knowing who you are and committing your mind and soul to the work you do in service for society. Your identity is unequivocally linked to how you confront, survive, and thrive under the pressure of seemingly impossible circumstances. Knowing your life purpose strengthens every part of your life and changes your perspective of the distress. All of this to say, adversity is nature's way of preparing you for a greater worth. Adversity will never define who you are. However, how you handle adversity does. Walt Disney said, adversity is the diamond dust heaven polishes its jewels with. As you navigate life challenges, holding the vision and dreams of your life's purpose, and doing all that you can to live it will allow the challenges you encounter to transform you into something stronger and more meaningful, your character. Eventually, you can use adversity to demonstrate your own personal, in-the-zone feats of success. This is a highly developed level of being, and with the knowledge and skills you have learned and practiced as a Coronado Cougar, you are now prepared for this next level. On behalf of the District 11 Board of Education, I am pleased to accept the class of 2020 for the conferring of diplomas and announce you graduated. Congratulations.
Grace Marie Abernethy. Leah Isabel Abeda. Kevin Aguilar Vargas. Michaela Cole Aker Sanchez. Josue Guadalupe Alcantar Olivas. Abigail Ruth Alverson. Avery Lene Amaya. Allison Isabel Therese Ambule. Anastasia Martin Anda. Jordan Austin Aragon. Myra Alexandria Archuleta. Jimmy Jody Ray Arnold. Kira May Arnold. Jessica Ray Era. Gabriel Angel Ortega. Adam Millum Austin. Amara Nazia Austin. Torianne Millum Austin. Oscar Antonio Avalar. Adrian Aviles Castaneda. Piper Andy Ray Bach. Tyler Michael Barnett Peterson. Colin Morgan Barzucchini. Elizabeth Jane Bartlett. Christopher Mark Botnero. Andrea Bazan. Stephen Michael Bennett Jr. Megan Ray Burden. Christian T. Scott Bergman. Samantha Christine Bernard. Kabita Badarai. Mark Spencer Bloomfield. Megan Michelle Blue. Payson Robert Bouchard. Nora Sage Brochtenbach. Mason Darrell Brooke. Cole Eli Brooker. Devon Warren Douglas Brown Jr. Destiny Angel May Brown. Gage Wayne Broyles. Ajani Rain Buchanan. Cameron Michael Bueno. Natalie Caitlin Burgess. Dagan Gabriel Carneal. Natalie Carranza. Marco Sebastian Carrion Tarango. Holton Earl Carter. Victoria Isabel Castorena. Gabriel Say Chapel. Joshua Rashad Cheek. Ariana Rose Pineo Christians. Piper Catherine Colton. Danielle Elizabeth Contreras. Sydney Cheyenne Cornell. Caitlin Elizabeth Correa. Alex Joseph Cortez. Alexandria Ruby Marie Costa. Jackson Coulter Cotton. Isaac True Craig. Tasia Moon Cronin. Ada Eileen Cruz. Francesca Curiel. Summer Nicole K. Dom. Marissa Marie Daly. Bethany Rose Dale. Samantha Jo Dalton. Isabel Rosemary Davison. Gina Lee Desjuan Martinez. Randy Antonio DeRocco Jr. Curtis Dion Doherty. Brandon Lee Downs. Brian Thomas Ike. Cassandra Jane Ealing. Savannah Sky Ely. William Tyler Evans. Jared Earl Evans Russell. Isabel Emprius Exline.
Aaron Patrick Fallis. Angel Oriel Flores Preciado. Emily Rose Flugel. Sarah Lynn Ford. Riley Joseph Maxim Friedel. Selena Maria Gallegos. Kaya Rayleigh Garcia. Seth Tyler Garcia. Michael David Rosendo Ghana. Abigail Lynn Gerber. Juliana Catherine Geronazzo. Olivia Logan Gillum. Alexander Sky Glenn. Dakota Scott Gordon. Mackenzie Noel Gottwald. Aiden Darby Gould. Grayson Cy Graham. Aiden Zane Gravesmuth. Anna Ruth Green. Lily Jean Greason. Valerie Lynn Greason. Anna Grace Voigt Griffin. Zoe Ann Gross. Lauren Diane Grabowski. Jaden Rowan Hambley. Tyrese Frank James Hamron. Ashley Jordan Harden. Jade Marie Harden. Lillian Skylar Hart. Keegan Michelle Hartman. Scott Bradley Harvey. Abigail Marie Hatch. Captain Darian Hawkins. Benjamin Joseph Hayes Lemon. Alexander Ray Heckenkamp. Linnea Marie Henry. Amelia Hope Herman. Jacqueline Hermosillo. Maria Irene Hernandez. Noemi Hernandez Cortez. Elias Mackey Heron. Dylan Elvis Hickman. Keaton Adike Hobson. Julian Patrick Hogan. Anya Isabel Holler. Daniel J. Hudgens, Jada Nicole Hulsey, Taylor May Jean Husser, Zoe Alicia Hutcherson, Yesenia Ibarra Montano, Carlos Daniel Iruegas, Janae Marie Israel, Angela Dawn James, Alexia Lynn Hardin, Melissa Carmona Justo, Samir Sanjay Kankalal, Harrison Ferris Karnick, Ali Nabi Kazemi, Hunter Alexander Keel, Logan Brian Kelso, Tori Marie Kimball, Aaron Martin Koski Romero, Anastasia Constantina Cottis Kearns, Tara Teresa Cruz, Samantha Kaylin Locke, Chase David Lambert, Olivia Grace Lawler, Alexander Matthew Leaf, Madeline Jeanette Lanleahy, Barbara Camille Leibel, Nicole Allison Lane, Odyssey Zane Lindsay, Faith Brianna Leon, Jacob Roman Leonard, Riley Thomas Lippincott, Corbin Lee Latow, James Riley Long, Jafia Kezia Long, Aiden Lopez,
Ashley Amber Caitlin Maestas, Alexander Michael Magdaleno, Gabriel Isaiah Maldonado, Naomi Alexia Mares, Jaden Michael Marlowe Stemson, Layla Kenzie Marshek, Alondra Martinez Barajas, Miguel Raymond Martinez, Madison Fox Matthews, Joy Elizabeth Matson, Aiden William Mon, Ladarius LaShawn Mays, Jermaine Anthony Mazik, Riley Jolynn McCarthy, Joey James McClung, Kale Evan McCollett, Seth Tristan McKinney, John Anthony Mercado Rosado, Sophia Marie Merrill, Jamie Marie Mahelich, Lucas Robert Milani, Aiden Elijah Miller, Dalen Joseph Montgomery, Damian Enrique Montoya, Stefan Brian Montoya. Tyson Troy Moore. Takara Ann Louise Moyer. Esperanza Alyssa Murphy. Spencer Melvin Murray. Elizabeth Arwin Myers. John Weston Myers. Dawson Storm Nalder. Naomi Renee Nelson. Paige Elizabeth Nelson. Tamaya Alana Nestegard. Taya Lee Nielsen. Taylor Gail Norman. Angelo Luciano Note. Trevor Damian Ballard Obertino. Ethan Eugene Aachen. Davin Seth Olier Monell. Danielle Paul Evitz Orser. Jaden Joseph Pagan. Kayla Renee Pantoya. Nathan Richard Pappenfuss. Marin Rose Parks. River Jedi Patterson. Tatum Yore Patterson. Manuel Barea Miramontes. Logan Travis Peterson. Taylor David Phillips. Taisha Delana Pickram Barnes. Travis Michael Leaf Pachapensky. Connor Terry Porter. Harold Lee Ryan Raynert. Kane Lee Rempel. Farron Kai Rule. Josie Ann Rice. Paige Elizabeth Richter. Natalie Paige Reek. Dylan Aaron Riggs. Caroline Oksana Reisenhoover. Valerie Raylene Risler. Nicholas William Roberson. Laura Ann Roeder. Andrew Isaac Roars. Angeles Simon Romero. Draven Andrew Romero. Indy Cunningham Ross. Amara Jean Rotterdam. James Franklin Roosh. Jenna Storm Rugaber. Corbin Jeffrey Runyon.
Gian Carlo Clyde Salvatera. Raven Sol Sanchez. Nevea Ryan Sanesteven. Rihanna Rose Sherb. Ryan Joseph Sherb. Bryson Edward Sherb. Bowen Timothy Schisler. Liam Ryan Schneider. Charles Ross Schroeder. Moss Elaine Schwaman. Zachariah Michael Scruggs. Raya Lynn Seal.
Gabriel Christian Cerna. Carla Alondra Cerna Reyes. Ethan Kai Shahan. Alexander James Shammy. Tyler George Shaw. Allison Gabrielle Silvestrise Raisin. Twain Aubrey Slater. Sarah Catherine Smith. Marco DeVros Sorrells. Christopher Michael Solier. Caden Audrey Sturgis. Ryan Declan Killian Stevens. Dylan Nicholas Striegel. Lauren Marie Strizich. Ryan Allen Sudduth. Felicia Renee Sullivan. Emily Montana Sutton. Aaliyah Marie Schwartz. Raven Star Swindle. Noah Tyler Tamblin. Angela Marie Taylor. Jasmine Haley Toronas. Maya Joe Thomas. Amar Orville Tilton. Alicia Jordan Todero Montoya. Aiden Nathaniel Torres. Jet Stephen Tottleben. Alexa Danielle Touchard. James Albert Troublefield III. Eugene Robert Trujillo Jr. Dylan Wayne Turner. Luvian Lewis Tyler. Angelo Ray Valenzuela. Bryce Alexander Bancaster. Lorenzo Howard Vanderwerf. Jack Henry Van Lanker. Luis Miguel Ventura Lopez. Christian Rolando Wales. Alexander Lucas Wallace. Noah Lee Wallace. Alora Raylee Walls. Sebastian James Walters. Gabriel Michael Watson. Garrett Spencer Weddle. Cyrus Allen Weeks. Eric Matthew White. Jada Denane Whitehead. Jaden James Wivers. Quinn Ellery Williams. Sage Neos Seol Sedebaker Wilman. Joshua Mark Wilsey. Sydney Kate Wilson. Jared Dwayne Lewis Winters. Adabelle Claire Wright. Mulaney Ann Wright. Corbin Budeman Yeeks.
We have two final honorary graduates. Nathaniel Vincent Chakowski. Derek Benjamin Greer.
Hello, class of 2020, parents, friends, and families. I'm not sure about you guys, but this was not the high school ending I had envisioned at the start of the year. Senior year is already filled with stress, anxiety, the unknown, the feeling of wanting to give up, and this distance learning certainly hasn't helped with any of our senioritis. But I want to remind you that senior year has also been filled with amazing opportunity, excitement, and love. We are allowed to feel upset and angry with what has been taken away from us, but we need to keep in mind that we will emerge from this better and ready to take on whatever life may have in store for us after we leave. Take this as an opportunity to become more connected, understanding, loving, and supportive to those around you. Take this as an opportunity to go forward in your lives with more wisdom, strength, and hope than the years before us did. Take this as an opportunity to remember that we should never take anything for granted. We will step into the next phase of our lives to be a generation of harder workers, compassionate friends, and as people who live life to the fullest. Be proud of where you stand today and believe in what is to come. So now, will you join me by taking your tassel in your hand and on the count of 3, move it from the right to the left to symbolize just one of the many accomplishments that we will face after today. 1, 2, 3. Congratulations, Cougars.
In closing, we can now all officially call you the Coronado graduating class of 2020. Take care and be safe.